Video number 3. Hi, I'm Don Ney, and thank you, and welcome to this particular video. Listen, you know, you've heard a lot of different stories about what you can and can't do. What we're going to talk about today is when to run. What not to buy, when to run. I got a significant network of students who follow what I'm doing, and not only do they follow, but they participate with me in different transactions under different consulting agreements and so forth. And one question that keeps coming up is, listen, we'll buy anything that comes up, the market's so tight, there's not enough inventory, blah, 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 which I know is all hogwash because I'm in the business. There is tons of inventory. There's lots of property available. So, I mean, I got to tell you right up front is that, look, if a bank owns it, don't even waste time on it. Really, just don't waste time. There's way too many houses that are available for sale from private parties that you don't even know about that'll be a much better opportunity for you. So when somebody says, now if you're a beginner, intermediate, or seasoned, but if somebody says, listen, I want to sell my house, and you go over and you talk to them, and you're looking at it and you're going, wow, this is a bad neighborhood. Wow, there's a lot of, you know, it's a real bad neighborhood, high crime rate. There's all kinds of problems here. I don't know if I can collect rent here. What do you think that means? It means run. Get out of that neck of the woods. Don't buy it. You know, it's funny because I was over in a town here the other day, and I was talking to a person. It was quite remarkable because as I'm talking with this particular person, and she's sitting at a booth in a restaurant where she's meeting with the person who wants to buy it, who's one of my students. And I asked my student, you know, did you have all these questions answered? And they didn't really have anything answered, but that's okay. We're still in the training phase. I go over to this restaurant where the meeting is to be held, and we go into the corner of a round booth. It's all quiet, kind of dark, and I'm thinking, you know, this is not the place that you want to try and cut an opportunity. Because first of all, you don't cut opportunities at the kitchen table while you're eating. And you don't kid it at a restaurant while you're eating. You want to meet people, if you're not going to meet them actually in the property they want to sell, then you want to meet them at a place that is, you know, not comfortable to them. Meet them at the library. Meet them at an office at a title company. Meet them inside the escrow office. Meet them at your lawyer's office. That puts them on notice you're a real buyer. Meet them in your office if you have one. Meet them at a hotel in the lobby inside as you come in. Try and stay away from restaurants. Not that there's anything wrong with them, it's just not a good place to make a deal because you're so concentrating on eating and ordering and being interrupted. And do you want more coffee? Can I fill your tea glass? Is there enough sugar for that? Are your eggs cold enough or warm enough? And you find out all these interruptions stop your flow of concentration of what you need to do to close the sale. So immediately put yourself in an environment where you're not going to be interrupted. All right, that's absolutely mandatory. You know, it's funny, I was with my wife and we walked into a house in the town of Whittier, California, and the lady had it for sale for a long time. And so we just pulled up, we walked up to the door, I knocked on it. She said, hey, how are you? And I said, hey, can we come in and talk to you? We're really interested in buying your house and we understand it's for sale and you need to do some other things. And my wife's with me. Is it all right if we both come in? Seeing you're by yourself, is that okay? Oh yeah, come in. So we go in and we sit down and we're talking. And you know what happened? The phone rang. And then it rang again, and it rang again. The lady answered the phone and said, oh no, I'm here selling my house. Oh yes, I know. Oh, you will? Oh, of course. Oh, well then come on over. What it was a local realtor, by chance, canvassing by phone, calling and saying, do you want to list your house? And then when she said, there's someone here buying my house, he said, well, I'm a realtor. Are they agents? Are they realtors? Are they real buyers? Because your house is worth a lot more than what you just told me they're paying for it. I can come over and list it for you and sell it to one of my buyers. And the lady goes, oh, come on over. Now, I just have to tell you, none of that was true. None of what that realtor said was true. However, it put doubt in my seller's mind that what I was doing was accurate for her. What I was doing was helping her. I'm buying her house from her, I'm giving her a monthly income, and I'm taking it over subject to her existing debt, and I'm giving her almost exactly what she was asking for. Not more like this realtor was offering. It didn't matter. The doubt was cast. I didn't get the deal. I learned a lesson. The next time I went to a house in Whittier, which was just a couple days later, and a couple blocks over, I walked in, same situation. My wife and I looked at each other and we just went, oh, we know what to do. We walked in and we said, let's go to the kitchen table and have ourselves a serious talk. No decisions have to be made, but a lot of information has to be on the table for you to understand. Is that fair enough? Uninterrupted. So do you mind if I unplug your phone? And I literally reached over in the wall and bent over and unplugged the phone right out of the socket in the wall. I know it's not ringing now. And then I asked her, was there any other phones in the house that could potentially interrupt us? Are you expecting any phone calls? Are you expecting any neighbors to come over? Because, I want to do my business with you. I don't want to be interrupted by it. Do you mind? And she said, no. I said, great. And then I got up and went over and shut the television off. So we're taking control of her house. And while that's happening, I said, do you mind if I get a drink of water? And I never got up. And she goes, sure, go ahead. And I said, what water would you like me to have? And she said, well, there's a glass in the cupboard and the water's in the sink unless you want ice water. I said, I wouldn't want any ice, but a regular glass of water with no ice would be fine. Thank you. And I never got up. And you know what happened? She went and got it, came over and sat down. I said, thank you very much. Now, the only reason I did that was to make sure that we have our undivided attention and she's willing and open to hear what I have to say. Guess what? We did buy that house, by the way. But when I say when to run, if you're sitting in the corner of a restaurant and there's a lady going, I don't really know what to do, and you start asking questions and she says, well, I just don't know, and she's meek and she's mild and she's not real sure, ask those questions. What else have you bought? How long have you owned this property? What are you doing with it in the first place? Why do you want to sell it? Where are you going to go? Turns out this lady bought over 20 properties. She's a seasoned investor. She was looking for a sucker. I went and saw the property she talked about. She hadn't even seen it in 2 years. I had saw it in less than 20 minutes. I had not only saw it, I took pictures. So as she's talking to me, I just held up my phone and I showed her the pictures and I said, this is your house, this is your house, this is your house. And it kind of put things back into perspective. My student, who's doing a phenomenal job, working his butt off to do everything powerful to make sure it comes out correctly, didn't know that you need to ask deeper questions because the sellers don't always tell you the truth. The sellers all have a particular need that they want to have fixed, and it's your job to fix it. You don't know what it is until you know who they are. Pure and simple. You don't know what the problems are until they tell you. They won't tell you until you dig. If you don't dig, you don't get answers. You don't get answers, you wasted your time. You're going to get a poor deal or no deal. Remember, we're looking to buy property for profit. We're looking to buy property that has value-added opportunity to it. So anything we do to it gives it more value, so when we resell it, we make that money. We're not looking to buy property to be suckers. We're not looking for seasoned experts to try and dump stuff on us that got issues that we didn't find. And that will happen. This particular lady was a seasoned expert and she acted like a novice because we asked more and more and more questions and we started getting red flags. One, oh yeah, the deck is falling down. Oh yeah, I did have a person get hurt on that back patio. Whoa, those kind of things mean it's a deferred property. People have been hurt on the property and now it's empty and she doesn't want it and she wants retail price and she lives an hour away from it. There's a lot of problems here and it's a perfect property to buy except she's the person you want to run from. She'll take advantage of you. She's already set herself up to do that. And if you look deep into her track record, you're going to see, which we did, she's bought over 20 houses and foreclosed more than 15 times. This is an expert. Don't deal with them people. Just run off and go find another house. Okay? That's when I say when to run. Don't buy in neighborhoods that got junky property. Don't buy in neighborhoods where you can't ever get financing or can't rent the house or such a divey area and so run down and so decrepit that driving through it you go, oh, this is a slum. You know what it is. Don't buy it. Run. People who don't connect with you, don't buy their house. Run. People who say I need to have retail value for a wholesale house, don't buy it. Run. Go to the next. Some people can't be helped. So what? Be honest with yourself. This is an opportunity to make a lot of money. Be serious with yourself. Every house doesn't make it. Every house you do not want. You only want the ones that work the best for both of you and fit the objectives that you're trying to accomplish. Cash flow, profit, equity buildup, fast, payoff, complete control. If you can't make money at it day one, don't buy it. Thanks for listening. This is Don Nay. I'll see you the next time. Did I jump a little fast? Scared you on that one.